Oh, I get it. Oh, y'all niggas thought this was a game, huh?
On the other hand, because of the way this society is organized, because of the violence that exists on the surface everywhere, you have to expect that there are going to be such explosions. You have to expect things like that as reactions.
Hey guys, it is Kristen, aka Coco Games, and I'm back with another video. This is a new series that I'm bringing to my channel. I kind of want to show you guys like content that I feel like I want to make that's not related to games. I'm actually thinking about starting a separate channel, like just Coco or like, I don't know, something, but where basically I would like talk about topics and things like that. And yeah, but I decided to merge that with this new series. It is Black History Month right now, so I basically wanted to highlight that within my videos, because even though we're playing The Sims, we're playing games, it's like, you know, real life is still going on. So I kind of wanted to expand on that, and that is why we have this series where we will be highlighting Black women in history. It is Black History Month, and we need to recognize that because there's a lot of dope Black people in the world. And if y'all don't know that I'm Black,
hello, motherfucker.
Wake up call. Okay, anyway. So in this series, we're going to be highlighting really important women in history, Black women in history. I decided to go and highlight Black women in history because, I mean, in the words of Malcolm X,
the most disrespected person in America is the Black woman.
And that's nothing but facts. But yeah, I decided to do that because it's always very generic as well when it comes to what we learn about Black history. It's always, you know, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, Booker T. Washington, Harriet Tubman. And it's not that those people aren't, you know, they do need to be recognized. They did a lot for Black people. But at the same time, there are so many other people within Black history that has influence, that have contributed, and I feel like we just need to observe that, especially with the female. So yeah, we are going to be doing that for this series, and I hope you guys really enjoy it and learn something, because I know now, being an adult, when I was younger, we really got the generic history, and I don't even know if they're really teaching anything about Black history in schools these days. If they do, I mean, let me know, but I definitely don't think it's like learning about other people outside of that generic frame, unless like your parents are really like progressive or something, I don't know. But yeah, so we're gonna get into who we are creating today, and I'm really excited to start this series and give you guys like more expansive content like this. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay guys, so with this series, we're going to be going from the modern to the early years. It's going to be all over the place because there's so many influential Black women, okay? And I'm so excited to be doing this series. And today we're going to be talking about Angela Davis. I feel like, I don't know, at least for my education, I only knew about Angela Davis through like her iconic, you know, afro, and, you know, certain pictures I would see of her, and I knew about her being like the most sought after person on like the FBI's wanted list or whatever. Like, so I know certain things, but I didn't know everything. And today we're going to be learning a little bit more about her while I create a sim inspired by her. You guys can go and pick this sim up on the gallery. I'll leave my origin down below in the description. You can go and download this Angela Davis sim. I'm not going to say it's completely going to look like her, but it's definitely going to be inspired by her. We all know her iconic afro, and just like, I don't know, I love the way that she used to dress, and I don't know, like, I feel like she had it down packed with like the toms or whatever. But anyway, let's get into it. Angela Yvonne Davis was born on January 26, 1944 in Birmingham, Alabama. She grew up in a neighborhood actually known to be called Dynamite Hall. It was called this because a lot of the homes that were owned by Black people were blown up a lot by the KKK. If you know anything about like the South and Birmingham, you know, like it was literally the worst place to be when it came to racism in that time frame. So she experienced a lot in her early days, just seeing like the bombings, and she was always like privy to like racism and discrimination. A lot of the areas where she grew up was drenched in racism. Her early years, she even like started like these interracial study groups, which of course got broken up, but she was still like making moves when she was like a teen and everything. And she even knew some of the victims from the Birmingham church bombing of 1963, which if you don't know about that, it's a really, really good movie by Spike Lee about it. I'll see if I can like leave a link or something down below for you guys to watch it. But eventually she went to college, became like a great scholar. I think she even taught at like UCLA, which is in California, and she became associated with parties like the Black Panther Party and a like black section or black like organization that was a part of the Communist Party, which if you know about the Communist Party, is very much like surrounded in socialism. And back then, if you know history, being a communist was not accepted at all. Like you would have been on the watch list. So that's the tea. And yeah, so that was like her early years, and then she eventually became a scholar. She really became known, and what was really prominent in her history and why she's become such a figure is because she actually went through imprisonment and a trial for conspiracy charges from 1970 to 1972, where basically she got accused for murder, kidnapping, a whole bunch of stuff that she had nothing to do with, and eventually she was acquitted. She was even, like I mentioned, on FBI's most wanted list, and people like Senator Ronald Reagan actually was trying to get her to no longer be able to teach or lecture in California, which of course did not work. She of course went on to teach lectures and publish countless books, and even at some point she ran for like vice president of the United States under the Communist Party. It didn't of course happen, but she did do that. So the reason why we are highlighting Miss Angela Davis is because she is a great woman figure. She not only like stood her ground, but she really stood in her truth and her beliefs, and she was strong and she never broke, no matter if like literally all of white America was against her. And she honestly showed what it meant to be a strong black person, not just a woman. She was just a strong black person, and her thoughts and her movement against prison reform and everything that has to do with our systems that are against black people, she just stands for it. And I feel like even though we have the Rosa Parks and the Harriet Tubmans, it's important to also highlight the revolutionaries that were really out there, and Angela Davis was one of them. Today she is still teaching and lecturing and continuing her activism. You can actually catch her in like documentaries sometimes, like I see her in documentaries about prisons and anything that has to do with pushing forward like the success of black people. She to me is a true gem of the black community because I feel like she represents what it means to be very strong as a black person and to be a revolutionary, even if the whole world believes that you are not that or not worthy of anything. So yes, our first highlighted black woman in history is Angela Davis. I hope you guys learned something new about her. I hope you guys go and research her. Documentary wise, I haven't found like a lot of things about her. I think there's one documentary, but it's like in a different country and different language. But it's still important to go research, watch videos, watch speeches, She's very intelligent, very woke, obviously. And yeah, it will just show you that, you know, there's more Black figures within history that have done small things, big things that advances Black people, that has advanced Black people. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this content and look out for the next one. I don't know, do you guys like this idea? Do you like me doing more expansive content like that? Do you think I should, you know, start a separate channel where I'm talking about certain things? And yeah, also with these videos, I'm gonna leave a question at the end to the people who actually stayed around and watched. And the question for this video is, who is a Black woman in your life that has influenced you? For me, it's my mother. So yeah, let me know down below who it is for you. I can't wait to read them, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The sim will be up on the gallery, and I will see you guys in the next one. In the next one. I'll see y'all in the next one. Happy Black History Month. Bye.